All right, here we are. Here we are, fellas. We are here live. All right. I've got it fixed, everybody. Oh, my goodness. All right, remember draft news will come up here. We are down to 6:45 to go until the pick should be made. All right, guys, so when you look at this here, we've got Tyler Booker is coming out to Imaginary Players by Jay-Z. Jihad Campbell is coming out to Free Pomo by Lil Baby. Will Campbell is coming out to Lil Wayne, Right About It. Abdul Carter is going to come out to Bout My Money by OT720. You got Matthew Gold coming out to International Players Anthem, I Choose You by Outkast. Mason Graham's coming out to Bottom by Gunna. Maxwell Harrison's coming out to Him All Along by Gunna. Hunter will be coming out to Let It All Work Out by Lil Wayne. Ashton Jainty will be coming out to Clear My Rain by Gunna. Toast Up by Gunna will be Will Johnson. Thank You, Lord will be Tataroa McMillan. Jalen Miller will Walk Through by Rich Homquan. Malachi Starks will come out to Get Ready. Campbell will come out to Freestyle by Rod Wave. All right, so that is going to be the thing. We have 5 minutes to go until the Titans have to make their pick, and it's for sure going to be, of course, Cam Ward. So, everybody. All right, we've got a great thing, great way to come to you now. All right, guys, we should be here soon. We should be making a pick soon here. And everybody, the pick is in. The pick is in, everybody, and we will be ready here in a minute.
Seen this look, and now.
Those cats that I was balling with, saying
Queen route.
Is making his way to the stage to make the announcement of the first pick in the 2025 National Football League Draft. There he is. We see him. Here comes the commissioner. The pick is in. Number 1.
2nd and 7. They drop.
With the first pick, the Tennessee Titans select.
And Cameron Ward goes first overall, everybody. First overall, Cam Ward, everybody. Cam Ward will go to the Tennessee Titans, the quarterback. Oh my goodness. Cam Ward goes first overall. He was a 0-star recruit out of high school. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh my goodness. What a trade, guys. Oh my goodness. So the Browns will get number 2 overall pick. The Browns trade away the number 2 overall pick, a 4th round pick, which is 104th, and the 200th overall pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars for the number 5 overall pick, a 2nd round pick, the 126th overall pick, and their 2026 first for the number 2 overall pick from the Cleveland Browns. This is huge. So the Jacksonville Jaguars trade up to get Travis Hunter, one of the best players in this draft. And Jacksonville trades up. We have not had the official word yet, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are now on the clock after a huge trade. A huge trade, everybody. Oh my goodness. This is huge. This is huge. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jacksonville trades up. Wow. This has to be Travis Hunter. Comment below. Do you feel if will Jacksonville here trade draft Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter? Again, Jacksonville trades their number 5 overall pick, the number 36th overall pick, the number 126th overall pick, and their 2026 first for the number 2, number 104th, and number 200. That is a huge trade. Oh my goodness. I am still shocked at that trade. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Imagine they trade Ashton Jeanty. Oh my goodness. Imagine. So again, Jacksonville trades their number 5, their number 36, their number 126, and their 2026 first for the number 2, number 104, and number 200 for this year's draft. Oh my goodness. What a... And the pick is in. The pick is in. Oh my goodness, everybody.
These two sides have been working on this trade for 2 weeks, and it changes the shape of this draft Cleveland's approach to quarterback, because the Browns now have 2 second-round picks at the top.
Oh my.
Next year, and what's expected to be a more quarterback-rich draft. So they can opt for quarterback here tonight or tomorrow, or opt for 2020.
The pick is in.
They have options, and the Jacksonville Jaguars instead have what they believe will be the best player in the draft. They're moving up to get that type of player.
I did not have time to show the video here for will the Jaguars draft Ashton Jeanty, or will they draft Travis Hunter? It has to be either Hunter or Carter, though, most likely. And then you've got the pick ticker down here below. You can see each draft pick. So will the Jaguars, will they draft Ashton Jeanty? This is going to be a big deal, everybody. Big deal. Adam Schefter. Oh, my goodness. What a trade. Remember, the only other on-the-clock blockbusters that involved 2 teams in the top 5 was in 2017 when the Bears traded the number 3, and that became Solomon Thomas, 2 third rounds and a 4th for the number 2. And Chicago went on and selected Mitch Trubisky. And in 1985, the Falcons traded number 4, that became Hall of Famer Chris Dolman, and in 1985 third for the number 2 overall pick, where they drafted guard Bill Fralick. So those were not great players, but here we go. The pick is in, and we are ready for not Adam, but here's Roger Goodell, everybody. Here is Roger Goodell coming out to make the selection.
I'm honored to take a moment to recognize a player who's made a profound impact on and off the field. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide.
All right, here's Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Player each year who best represents greatness and compassion, both on and off the field and in the community. Tonight, we are proudly joined by the 2024 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Eric Armstead. First off, I want to say thank you to the commissioner. Thank you to the Payton family and the NFL and Nationwide. And also, too, tonight I want to encourage each player embarking on the NFL journey to identify a passion close to their heart and act upon it. Use your platform to make your community, the league, and this world a better place.
So Travis Hunter is the best fit here for Jacksonville. The best available is Abdul Carter. The best available for Mel Kiper is obviously Travis Hunter. Here we go. Here's the pick.
The Cleveland Browns have traded the 2nd pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter goes 2nd overall to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh my gosh. Travis Hunter, wide receiver and cornerback, goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So next up is the New York Giants. Oh my goodness, guys. This is insane. Wow. So Jacksonville trades up, drafts the 2-way player out of Colorado. This is just a movie. Oh my goodness. This is insane how this unfolded. This is insane.
Pressure coming. Shedeur gets out of dark, complete to Hunter. On the move, showing him his shoe bottoms. Buffalo. Hunter at the bottom of your screen. Shedeur comes back the other way to Hunter. Makes the catch. What a grab. Sanders pulls it out into the end zone. Touchdown, Hunter. One. They just get it off into the end zone. Contact. What a catch. A miraculous.
This is a desperation throw. The play clock's running down.
Come on.
That's a
touchdown on the first drive. Quickly out to the right. Big hit as soon as the catch was made. Sanders, nice pocket. There's a strike across the 50-yard line. Inside of Nebraska territory. Goes second down 10. Three-man rush. Sanders steps up, surveys, lets it go. Strike.
And his foot, I believe, was on the line before that ball released. Touchdown, Travis Hunter. Fowler Nicolosi has time, steps through the pocket, throwing on the run, and it's picked off.
So the Giants are off the clock. Giants are on the clock. We've got. There hasn't been any trades yet. The Giants are on the clock. The best available is Abdul Carter. The best fit is Jalen Walker, a edge rusher out of Georgia. He is the 4th overall player in this draft based on ESPN. I don't see any new news from Adam Schefter yet. So Jaguars are expected to play first-round pick Hunter on offense and defense, which will they're on board by giving him a heavy dose of the wide receiver position while playing him at his more natural defensive position. So 2 positions for 1 pick there. That is an amazing pick from the Jaguars. All right, the pick is in, everybody. The pick is in for the New York Giants. The pick is in. Giants are up. So the Giants are selecting here in a second.
You mentioned that he's going home, Molly. His hometown in Georgia is about 374 miles from Jacksonville. And we talk about the history that he is making. Well, we are in the shadow of Lambeau Field, the legendary Green Bay Packers. Don Hutson is the only player in NFL history to catch 400 passes and make at least 10 interceptions. He did all of that without wearing shoulder pads, by the way. Well, Travis Hunter will be the first ever to do it with shoulder pads.
All right, guys.
The last player to play consistently on both sides of the ball was his coach, Deion Sanders.
So Deion Sanders was the last player with 8 starts on offense and defense, and now it'll be Travis Hunter. All right, so remember, the Giants pick is in. And hopefully they have selected Abdul Carter, but we will wait and see. So far there has been one major move, and that was the trade between the Browns and the Jaguars. The Jaguars traded up from pick 5 to pick number 2 to take the wide receiver and cornerback Travis Hunter. And the Giants are now on the clock. The pick is in, and we are ready. And the Giants are on the clock. All right, guys, here we go. We are ready for the draft chime. All right. Let's go, fellas. Yes, we draft Abdul Carter, baby. Abdul Carter goes to the New York Giants. Boom. And we get our edge rusher. We have Abdul Carter. Oh, my goodness. Fellas. That is what we needed. Abdul Carter, baby. We needed a great edge rusher, and we got one. We have Abdul Carter out of Penn State, guys. Oh, my goodness. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Abdul Carter goes to the New York Football Giants. We are back. We are winning the championship. We are winning it. Let's go. It's what we needed. That is what we needed. Most tackles for loss in 2024. We needed that for sure. No Shedeur Sanders, people. No crash out. No crash out. We've got the man, the legend, Abdul Carter.
The elite first step quickly, the ability to bend, the ability to turn the corner. This first step is the best I've seen in a long time. Yeah, Ron Miller says it all the time, right? You know, this is some of the best pass rushers of all time down there in Tampa, the guy that's serious right. This guy can get off the rock. And here's the
all right, so that means the New England Patriots are up next, and that means Ashton Jeanty can go here, or an offensive lineman. So obviously we have Abdul Carter going to the New York Giants, and now we got the New England Patriots on the board. And their needs are, they need an offensive tackle, they need a wide receiver, they need a running back, they need a safety, they need an edge rusher. And that means the best available is Ashton Jeanty. So that would make sense, right? But they also, the best fit for the Patriots is Armand Membu out of the University of Missouri. Can a Mizzou player go top 5 for the first time ever? Or will Ashton Jeanty go to the Patriots? All right. So what a draft so far. A huge trade between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns after the number 1 pick, Cam Ward, goes to the Tennessee Titans. And then the New York Giants select Abdul Carter, who is actually being interviewed right now by Molly McGrath. So I'm very shocked. I'm not shocked, but I knew we were in the draft, Abdul Carter. But I am very happy that we did not draft Shedeur Sanders, because I told you I was going to switch teams if if Shedeur went to the Giants. That means the New England Patriots is on the clock. This is a huge selection here. Will they draft an offensive lineman, or will they draft a running back such as Ashton Jeanty? We will wait and see for the New England Patriots. Shedeur Sanders is not in attendance in Green Bay, but he is at home with the camera at Canton, Texas. He has the microphones down there to interview. So yeah, the Patriots are on the clock.
Pete Bogard's official ambassador has opened a new world for me. Now we get to hang out with NFL fans all season long.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break, fellas. I will be right back. All right, fellas, we are back. And the New England Patriots are on the clock, ready to make their selection. And I think the pick is probably in by now, so I'll go ahead and put that on the board. And a quick recap. For the first overall pick, the Titans selected quarterback Cam Ward out of Miami. And then at number 2, the Jaguars traded up from number 5 to number 2 with the Browns to select wide receiver cornerback Travis Hunter. And then the Giants at number 3 select Abdul Carter, the guy that they wanted in this draft. So win-win scenario there. So obviously the Jaguars were jumping up ahead of the Patriots, not the Giants. And so there we have it. The pick is in, and the Patriots will be making their selection here in a second. And here comes Roger Goodell. And Will Campbell goes to the New England Patriots. Oh my goodness. Will Campbell goes to the New England Patriots. This is not very surprising, but it is official now. Will Campbell. Once again, they get their offensive lineman they needed, their offensive tackle they needed, and they draft Janty. They drafted Will Campbell. And that means the Cleveland Browns are now on the clock at number 5 after trading down from number 2. And who will they select? The best available is Ashton Janty, but they don't need a running back. They need a quarterback, an offensive tackle. They need a receiver. They need a defensive tackle, and they need a linebacker. Of course, Jalen Walker is the best fit for the Browns, but Ashton Janty is the best available. So who will they select? Put it in the comments below. So 8:24 remain here for the Browns. Will Campbell goes number 4 overall to the New England Patriots. And now we've got the Browns on the clock. The Browns are on the clock here for pick number 5 with 8 minutes to go. Let me go and put this on the ticker down below here. Will Campbell. There we go. So the Giants selected Abdul Carter, one of the best players in this draft. The Patriots select Will Campbell, the best offensive tackle in this draft. And now they bring up the Browns at number 5. And there he goes. He's finally to the stage. It took him roughly a few minutes, but he is out there and ready to take a photo with the commissioner, Roger Goodell. And once again, the Browns are on the clock. There has not been another trade ever since pick number 2. So the new projected Patriots offensive line ahead of Drake May. At left tackle, we have Will Campbell. Left guard, we have Cole Strange. At center, we have Garrett Bradbury. At right guard is Mike Onwenu. And then at right tackle is Morgan Moses. So that one is a pretty old offensive line and a decently young. But we'll have to wait and see here after he has Will Campbell now, who is one of the best players. SEC foes are now teaming up. Well, not SEC. I thought that was Matt Jones for a second. But it is Drake May. So we got Drake May and Will Campbell out there. And the Browns pick is in. The Browns pick is in. The pick is in here for Cleveland. And they are at pick number 5. Pick number 6 will be Las Vegas. And there is a chance that they can go with Shedeur Sanders, but I doubt it. The Raiders did not trade out to get Travis Hunter. And the Browns pick is in. We are waiting for the commissioner. So Will Campbell is being interviewed on the stage. We've got ESPN interviewing him, presented by Verizon Business, I guess. I don't know. I am updating on Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter. I don't see any new trades. Where's all the posts here for Ian Rappaport? Yeah, I don't see any new thing here. Why does Ian Rappaport have his microphone up so high on his mouth? So weird, bro. All right, guys, we are about ready for the pick. No trade yet. Browns have the pick. They have selected, and the pick is in. So we are waiting to see who they have selected from Roger Goodell. And there's a decent amount of people in Lambeau Field, which is just past the stage. And here is Roger Goodell. Here is Roger Goodell to make the selection. Mason Graham, the defensive tackle, goes to the New England, the Cleveland Browns. So Mason Graham will go to the Cleveland Browns at pick number 5. This is a good selection. Mason Graham goes. Number 5, 6'3", 296 pounds. One of the great ones. And see it here. I haven't really watched much tape yet this year. Mason Graham can really get around that defender really nicely there. That's him against Alabama last season. Yeah, that was a pretty good tackle. Anyways, Mason Graham is a really great defender on the defensive line, and he's in the interior defensive line, so he is like a defensive lineman, not an edge rusher. But he can get in there and make some sacks. I have on there that he had 9 career sacks, 3 seasons. He was an underclassman. Michigan didn't have that great of a year last year, but they have a lot of defensive players in this draft.
Continue to get better, because right now it's not up to par with what we've seen in the likes of Brady Jarrett or Aaron Donald. Those impact or Chris Jones, those impact free techniques. He's got to get better at the pass rush.
And now, so that pick has went, and now the Raiders are on the clock. The Raiders are on the clock. There has not been another trade. So Mason Graham, here is some breaking news. The Carolina Panthers have been fielding calls about trading the number 8 overall pick. They call right after the New York Jets. So the Carolina Panthers will be fielding trade offers for the number 8 overall pick right after the New York Jets selection. And that will be upcoming here now. 3 picks is when the Panthers are due up. So the Browns select Mason Graham. Mason Graham is number 2 overall pick worthy. But he goes number 5 because there is so many great players in this draft. I mean, there's around 50 players that could go first round in this draft alone. I mean, there's only 32 that can go tonight, but tomorrow night we'll have a lot more selections. So the Raiders draft room, the Raiders are on the clock. So Mason Graham goes to the New England Patriots, the Carolina Panthers. It threw me off that the Browns traded back with the Jaguars. But the Browns select Mason Graham, and the Raiders are now up. The best remaining is Ashton Jeanty, but the best fit for the Raiders is Will Johnson. They need a receiver, a running back, a cornerback, a safety, and an offensive guard. So, to be honest, I could see them drafting Will Johnson here at 6, or I could also see them drafting Ashton Jeanty as well, as they need a running back. The pick is in. The pick is in. And here's Roger Goodell. Here's Roger Goodell here. Let's hear it. And Ashton Jeanty goes number 6 in the NFL draft. Oh my goodness, Ashton Jeanty goes top 10. This is huge. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't unexpected, but we weren't really expecting it either. Ashton Jeanty goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh my goodness. Wow, so Ashton Jeanty.
Now, 750 career carries for what, right? Also, he's a little loose with the football. High and tight, right? He's got to learn that. 5 fumbles in 2023, 3 fumbles in 2024. That's 8 fumbles.
This is a huge trade. Not a trade, a huge selection. Oh my gosh. Ashton Jeanty goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. I have to hate him now. I guess I have to hate him. The Raiders are on low on my spectrum for teams. So the Raiders now have a quarterback running back duo of Geno Smith and Ashton Jeanty. So what a selection for the Raiders. And now that will bring up the New York Jets. So Ashton Jeanty goes number 6 to the Raiders. So the Jets are now on the clock. The Jets are on the clock. Now, Ashton Jeanty goes number 6. He has some vision and elusiveness. He was the runner-up in the Heisman Trophy behind Travis Hunter. So the 2 Heisman runner-ups and the winner goes top 10 in this year's draft. This NFL comparison, according to ESPN, is Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith to Ashton Jeanty. What a selection.
When you talk about contact balance at first and the ability to get yardage after initial contact, nobody does it better than this guy. Nobody. And then look at him turn on the Jets. It's easy. It's easy, smooth acceleration. And I'm telling you, when you get up on him close, you will think, how does this guy have that kind of stride length to be able to run like that? Emmitt Smith, same way. If you didn't get a good hit on him, if you didn't wrap him up, he was going to the house on you. Now here on this one in particular, he's able to take it the distance. Hey, look, I don't think this is a wild comparison by any means. This is a great player and Vegas Raiders this time.
It's as good a comparison as you could ever possibly ask for a variety of business. Back to the stage, Molly.
All right, so Ashton Jeanty to the Raiders. And of course, I just had a spoiler for Who's in the Dough number 7. So if you want to hear spoilers, go to NFL Preem. They are an Instagram page. They have spoilers. And according to NFL Preem, the Jets are going to select Armand Mimbu. So Armand Mimbu is projected now to go number 7 overall to the New York Jets. We are going to see if that's going to happen. So the pick is in here now for the New York Jets. And I'll take a quick break. I'll be right back, though. I got to have a 5-minute break every once in a while, guys. Be right back.
All season long.
All right, fellas, we are back. So, Jeanty is a Raider, and we are ready for the Jet selection. And here comes Roger Goodell out for the New York Jets selection. And it is Armand Mimbu, a Mizzou native, to the New York Jets at number 7. What a selection for New York. Armand Mimbu in Kansas City, Missouri, goes to Mizzou. He's from Mizzou, goes to the Jets, and the Carolina Panthers are now on the clock. So Armand Membu goes to the New York Jets at number 8. And now number 7. Now at number 8, the Carolina Panthers are on the clock. And here's a report from Adam Schefter. Minutes after drafting Abdul Carter, the Giants said his team is picking up on Kayvon Thibodeau's 5th-year option. So he's going to be staying around for one more year in the New York City. All right, so again, the Panthers are now on the clock. The pick is now in, and the Panthers will see who they will select. For the ESPN, the best available is Jalen Walker, and the best fit for the Panthers is Will Johnson. Will the Panthers select him, though? We will wait and see. They need an edge rusher, a safety, a cornerback, a receiver, and a defensive tackle. The closest person to that, it looks like, is going to be Will Johnson on that list. So, and it looks like they're showing the Jets. Them and Mark Sanchez. Zach Wilson. The fans were not very hyped, but it looks like. But I mean, I guess they listened. But the Panthers are now on the clock, and the pick is in. So Armand Membu goes top 10, MIZ. That is bid for Missouri. So Kayvon extended. Yep. Jets select Membu. Looking at all my notifications. The Panthers pick is in. We're ready to see the selection. And at number 9, we have the Saints, who could be drafting Jackson Dart. And there is some news here. The Panthers look like they're going to select McMillan, Tetairoa McMillan from the University of Arizona. So that is what the Panthers look like they're going to select. I'm sorry if I'm breaking the news before the selection even happens, but I have news here that McMillan is going to be taken by the Panthers. We are ready for it. McMillan is an underclassman. He was granted to enter the draft as a junior. So
Taco Bell's new $5, $7, $9 cravings boxes give you extravagant options, including the decadent Cantina chicken.
All right, so the Panthers pick is in. And remember, the Saints are up right after this. There has not been a trade since the pick number 2 when the Browns traded back with the Jaguars. So here's a list of the Jets' offensive line in front of Justin Fields. You've got Olu Fashanu, John Simpson, at center Joe Tippmann, Elijah Vera Tucker at right guard, and at right tackle we've got Armand Membu. Jets head coach Aaron Glenn had a 45-minute FaceTime call with Armand Memu that sealed their decision about him in round 1. So Mizzou becomes Glenn's first pick as the Jets head coach. All right, so we're about to see who the Panthers will select. It says Panthers' best fit is Will Johnson. Let's see who they draft. And it looks like it's going to be McMillan. So we'll take a look. Who are they selecting?
If you're just joining us, most of the picks that we've had tonight have been the players we expected to be drafted. There was one major change, which was the draft trade up early in the trade. The Jacksonville Jaguars moving up to number 2 of the draft. The 8th pick is in the Carolina Panthers to be the commissioner.
All right. Panthers select McMillan from the University of Arizona. So he goes to the Carolina Panthers. Tetairoa McMillan goes to the Carolina Panthers from Arizona. So they go receiver for Bryce Young. So they have a decent receiver room there now. I don't know if that's the greatest pick they could have made there, but they made it. So Panthers did not trade back. They selected McMillan. I think they might have dropped the ball with that. I don't know if that was that great of a pick, but they selected McMillan. And that means the Saints pick is in. So the pick is in now for the New Orleans Saints. Let's see who they have selected.
Which is where he played plenty in Arizona. He played in the slot quite often in Arizona. And just this, he coached him down there before he left to go to Washington. Did some really nice things with him as far as getting him on linebacker, getting him on safety. Where he could use.
So we'll see who they have selected here. I don't see a post yet.
You're right. When you see him here hugging Smith, all these guys, you can just see the relief that they have when they have up here. But Ted's going to have a good career in Carolina.
My Panthers fan I'm in a chat with, he does not like this pick. He wanted defense, and they drafted receiver instead. So here's what the best fit here for the Saints is. We got Jalen Walker is the best available, and Will Johnson is the best fit. The Saints need receiver, corner, edge, offensive guard, and quarterback. And there were reports earlier that they're in the draft Jackson Dart, but let's wait and see. And breaking news, it looks like the Saints are going to select Kelvin Banks, the offensive tackle out of the University of Texas. That is a good move. So Kelvin Banks goes top 10. He wasn't even projected to go in the top 10, I don't think, but he goes. See if there's any more news here about any trades or anything. Will Campbell is from Monroe, Louisiana, and Bill Russell is from Monroe, Louisiana. Okay, so they're from the same city. Got it. So the Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas. That's not official yet, but that is the projected pick here.
Teammates that are ready to play for me, and I'm ready to play for them. So, I mean, sky's the limit for this organization, man. I can't wait.
That's good on you. Congratulations.
All right, thank you so much.
Great.
All right, Molly, thank you very much. The New Orleans Saints now on the clock.
So the pick is in now for the Saints.
The longest of any in the NFL since drafting a quarterback in the first round. Hershey Manning, in fact, is the only quarterback the New Orleans Saints ever selected in the first round. Parenthetically, Troy Aikman is the only first-round quarterback the Dallas Cowboys ever took. Mel, you have been forecasting for quite some time.
So the Saints draft room, they're showing it. They're all done and they're all ready. We're ready for the selection here. Who will the New Orleans Saints select? All right, here we.
The New Orleans Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr.
And Kelvin Banks goes to the Saints at number 9, and that will bring on the Chicago Bears. So Kelvin Banks goes to number 9. So Kelvin Banks goes to New Orleans, and the Bears pick is in. The Bears selection is in at number 10, and that'll round up the top 10 of this draft. And here's some breaking news from the ESPN. Armand Membu is the first Missouri offensive lineman drafted in the first round since 1987, which was John Clay.
And it kind of goes from how Mickey Loomis built the team. 8 out of the last 10 picks really have been offensive linemen from defensive linemen for Mickey Loomis to the Saints. He understands how to build this team. Yeah, he may need a quarterback, but this is a young man. He's got to play. He's got to finish a little bit more, finishing blocks. But I love, as Lewis says, a building block for the Saints as they look for their quarterback in the future that they have to get at some point.
And our countdown show, Adam Schefter suggested the Saints may be looking to target a quarterback in the second round. Meanwhile, we have an update on the scheduling release. Laura Rutledge and Colleen Wolf join us. Laura.
Ladies and gentlemen, NFL fans everywhere, hold on to your hats because boy, do we have an announcement for you.
All right, here's breaking news.
Of the NFL draft right here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. That's right, Colleen. The schedule release marks a pivotal moment in the NFL calendar. It sets the stage for a thrilling season. Yeah, this is where we get to geek out over every single game and bye week, primetime revenge and rematches, those late season divisional dates that end up deciding playoff spots. And who's playing tonight? When and where do they make their NFL debuts? We're going to find that out as well. Let's not forget the expanding lineup of international games, as well as Christmas, Thanksgiving Day. There's so many captivating matchups. The best.
Yeah, because nothing says holiday cheer like watching your team destroy another.
So, without further ado, everybody get it together, mark your calendar.
Oh my goodness. So the Chicago Bears will be selecting Colston Loveland.
There we go. Lock it in. We can't wait. You can tweet it out, tell everybody, and don't miss it. Be sure to check out all the great content from the NFL team sites, the club social channels around the schedule release. Tune into NFL Network as well as ESPN. So much full coverage of the thrilling 2025 matchups. May 14th just around the corner. I know. And it's basically here at this point. Guys, get ready and buckle up for the greatest season of your lives.
So there you have it, May 14th, which is a Wednesday, 2025.
All right, so Chicago, the pick is in, and we are waiting for the selection. And here we go. The Chicago Bears are up to make their selection. And who will it be? None other than Colston Loveland. But let's go ahead and see here.
Yesterday, the NFL family lost a true legend, Bears Hall of Famer Steve McMichael. My heart is with the McMichael family during this incredibly difficult time. Missy, please know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. Mongo's remarkable contributions to the game and the community will never be forgotten. His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. 50 years ago, with the fourth pick in the 1975 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears selected one of Steve McMichael's teammates and closest friends, Walter Payton, running back for Jackson State. Walter would go on to rush for nearly 17,000 yards and 110 touchdowns over 13 seasons, all with the Chicago Bears. As you heard earlier, the NFL continues to honor Sweetness not only for his performance and excellence on the field, but also his commitment to give back to his community with the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. So with the 10th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Colston Loveland.
And Colston Loveland goes at number 10 to the Chicago Bears. What a goofy pick. Oh my goodness. So Loveland goes top 10. The 49ers are on the clock. They have 9:25 to select. So Colston Loveland goes here at number 10. Oh my goodness, what a selection.
He can stretch the deep middle. He's a tremendous athlete. He snatches the ball with his hand, blocking these two. But what they want, they're co-command. They want a third receiving option, a receiving entity. Not what Brock Bowers was last year. You have DJ Moore. You have Romo Doomsday for Caleb Williams. Now you add that big-time receiver. He can get down the middle of the field, and he can make big catches, and he can run after the catch ability, and goes to run with ball. Very rarely do you get a tight end that can threaten the defense at all three levels. Short, intermediate, and he can go deep. As a defender, we don't prepare for tight ends to go 30, 40, 50 yards down the field. He can do that. Essentially, he plays like a big wide receiver. And he's not the matchup problem.
giving a young quarterback another chance piece to work with. This is the ultimate. I think Sean Payton calls him a joker. This is the ultimate joker. Now that Ben Johnson can struggle there now for Caleb Williams.
Yeah, the thing about it, though, about him is the fact that even though he is such a great athlete, he comes off the ball so fast and can really stretch the middle of the field so quickly. If you go 12 personnel, right, with 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and you go sub and put a defensive back on the.
All right, so the 49ers are up. The best fit would be Will Johnson. The best available is Jalen Walker. The 49ers need an offensive tackle, a cornerback, an edge, an offensive tackle, defensive tackle, and a center. So let's see. Let me see. I'm not going to tell you who they're going to draft.
Our Earth is rich with diverse, vibrant, delicate ecosystems, and we must protect them at all costs. Together, we can discover the wonder of our planet before it's too late.
And I see who they're going to be drafting now. So we will see about that. But I'll show you when the selection is actually called out on stage.
Rose knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. McCaffrey looking lost. I'm looking for a long list. Could you put it aisle 27? Find what you need faster with the Lowe's app.
This is the most flavorful day of my life.
Easy squeezy Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Why do 80% of NFL players choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed? Because the higher my sleep IQ score, the better I play. But that's not the only reason.
He likes his side firm. I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that. Effortless comfort all night. So sleeping on a smart bed is why you can play like this? Yeah, because I also like to sleep cool.
And I like to sleep even cooler.
And I really like it when we both get what we want. Sleep Number does that. Meet the Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. Visit a Sleep Number store near you.
Rated more football, experience the game like never before.
Every snap, every play. We take you inside the huddle, on the sidelines. We're going to keep rolling into the helmet.
The access, the action. You see and hear everything.
More of what you love.
The United Football League on ESPN. Saturday at 7. And Sunday starting at noon.
Imagine if there's an ESPN sports that linked to the ESPN app so you could track bets while you check stats. Go from streaming to betting in a couple taps. Personalized offers based on your fantasy team.
You're literally describing ESPN Bet, which is
Be a total game changer. It's one of my best ideas.
ESPN Bet, the official sportsbook of ESPN. Sign up today and receive $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 bet.
Welcome back to Green Bay. The San Francisco 49ers on the clock at number 11. You're looking at a picture.
So the 49ers pick is in. Shedeur Sanders is at home in Canton, Texas, ready to be drafted. He's in the fall here, probably here in a second. Current starting quarterbacks for selections 11 through 20, and it doesn't look like he's going to be taken here in this, as they're all set. But the Steelers are at pick number 21, and they need a quarterback. They just let go of Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, so we'll have to wait and see about that. So the 49ers are up.
But there are no assurances that the Steelers take him. And if they don't take him at 21,
So,
Thank you very much. And obviously, at any point, the team could wind up trading up and in. So we'll have to wait and see how this unfolds. In the meantime, I'll have
so the 49ers pick is in, and here we go.
Please direct your attention to the main stage video stream for a special message from United States service members stationed at Yokota Air Base in Japan.
Hello from the United States Forces Japan. I'm Sergeant Mitchell Johnson. I'm here with service members from the United States Army, Marine Corps, and Navy. We are proud to announce that this year we are celebrating our 250th anniversary. We are grateful for the opportunity to partner with the NFL Salute to Service and the USO in introducing the San Francisco 49ers 2025 draft pick.
With the San Francisco 49ers draft pick, back to you in Green Bay.
All right, here we go. The 49ers pick is in. Here's Roger Goodell.
Military for your sacrifices to defend our country's freedom. With the 11th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Michael Williams, defensive end, Georgia.
And Michael Williams will go at number 11 to San Francisco. So San Francisco, the Cowboys are now on the clock at pick number 12. They have a minute and a half to select their pick. So the Cowboys are now on the clock. A minute and 15 seconds to go. So Michael Williams, the edge out of Georgia, will go to San Francisco. They needed an edge rusher, and now they've got one. So the Cowboys, they need receiver, running back, edge, corner, and offensive guard. So after Ashton Jeanty was taken at pick number 6, who is Dallas going to take here? The best fit is going to be Will Johnson, the blue chip out of Michigan. But Jalen Walker, the linebacker out of Georgia, is the best available on the board. And the pick is in now for the Cowboys. The pick is in for the Dallas Cowboys.
To develop the move, because if you get to the National Football League level, just the traits won't win. You have to have more than traits. You need to be able to have a pass rush arsenal. How are you going to beat the offensive tackle and get to the quarterback? John Lynch loves him. He loves defensive line.
Let's see who they've selected.
But is he going to be able to live up to this feeling that's going to pass rush arsenal? I want to see that. They needed to restock the coverage San Francisco defensive line. This used to be that position used to be the heartbeat of that football team. Both lines of scrimmage, in fact, defensive and offensive line. They need to restock that. Michael has not produced on a consistent basis the way you would think his members should bear themselves out. Now, that's the second he was injured. First this year, he said himself, he played at maybe 60% most of the year. He's got to tie it all together. Robert Scholar, and all people at the coordinator now for San Francisco, has to get it out of him.
Michael Williams, the first player ever out of Georgia to be selected by San Francisco in the first round in the common draft era. And so the Dallas Cowboys selection.
All right, so here we go. The selection is in. So here is the Cowboys selection.
NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, guard.
And there goes Tyler Booker out of the University of Alabama, the offensive guard, the first guard and interior offensive lineman alone to go in this draft. Here at pick number 12, and that brings up Miami. But Tyler Booker is a solid pick here. So Miami is now on the clock. The best available is Jalen Walker. The best fit for them is Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle out of Oregon. He is the number 7 best available here on ESPN's board. So the Cowboys make a selection of offensive guard, the interior offensive line, and that will work out for the Dallas Cowboys.
What the offensive lineman try to do. He can do that with the best of the breed. Understand how to use it. Pull him around the edge and allow him to get on corners. Allow him to go downhill and displace the defenders. They climb to the second level. This is a need pick. I think he's the best guard in the draft, and it fits what the Cowboys have to do.
So now the Dolphins are on the clock here with 6:30 to go in their selection window. There's still no trade since that pick number 2. So for the Zach Martin replacement, the Cowboys select Tyler Booker, who is a solid pick. And Jerry Jones, I don't know.
And Dallas is trying to make sure that they develop this young man, get him consistent with his fundamentals, so they can get it all out of him. And there's more plays like that you see on your screen there.
So Alabama, by the way, now 17 consecutive years that they have had a player selected in round 1. 16 had already been the longest streak for any school in draft history. So our colleague Nick Saban, very proud, no doubt about that, in his retirement, doing the telecast tonight for us on ABC. So Bama once again with a first-round play.
So 5:30 to go here for the Miami Dolphins. And I'll take a quick break, fellas. I'll be right back.
Molly in a moment here with Tyler Booker and the joy, the unbridled joy that he brought out onto that stage. It's such a joy to watch as you see the emotion of a young man having this. We talked about going all morning long.
All right, fellas, we are back here and ready for the Dolphins selection. Kenneth Grant goes to Miami, a defensive tackle out of Michigan. So both of the Michigan defensive linemen are now out, who are projected to go in the first round. Kenneth Grant goes to the Miami Dolphins. So what a selection here.
That's an issue. I think when he plays it the right way, he can be a guy who can affect the pass the quarterback throw the football. Because he can break up passes, he can be disruptive. Certainly, you look at the violent active hands, he showed that as well as Mason Grant did in Michigan. He was really going into the year, well, he almost on a par with Mason Grant. So you look at Kenneth Grant, Calais Campbell now is in Arizona.
So here comes Indiana. The pick is in now for the Colts.
The way he needed to be, he was a really good football player. And he's a guy I thought should get better once he's in the NFL, once he learns to do that.
If you're thinking about his ceiling, think Dexter Lawrence from the New York Giants. That's the type of big man he is that can move. Athletic, can run, can make plays.
All right. So the Colts pick is in. Atlanta is on the board in the hole. The best available now is Jalen Walker. The best fit for any would be Tyler Warren. They need a tight end, offensive guard, corner, linebacker, and edge. I feel like the Colts are going to draft Tyler Warren here. I feel like they're going to draft Warren.
All right, so we're 13 picks into this draft, and we bring our research producer extraordinaire, Evan Kaplan, into the conversation. These picks have had a very distinctly different field cap from the first 13 a year ago.
Yeah, Grady, what a difference a year makes. Last year, the first 14 picks in the draft were all offensive players. That is the longest streak at any point in the common draft era. So far this year, through 13 picks, 9 offense, 5 defense. Next up to 14, I think it's Travis Hunter. We're counting on both sides of the ball. And only one QB so far in the first 13 picks tonight. We had 6 QBs through this point last year. We'll see where the next one goes off the board.
All right, the Indianapolis Colts have made.
All right, so the Colts pick is in. Yep. And Tyler Warren goes to the Indianapolis Colts. Here at number 14, Atlanta is on the board.
Catching 104 passes now in what proved to be a 16-game season for Andy Ryan.
He did a lot of receptions going here because Theo Johnson was there. Became a New York Giant. Theo Johnson did. That opened up the opportunity for Tyler Warren to become a focal point in this offense. He was a chess piece. They were creatively utilizing him in a lot of ways. And he was a wildcat quarterback. He was a quarterback, left-handed quarterback, southpaw in high school. Great basketball player in high school.
All right, so the Falcons are now on the clock. Falcons are now on the clock here. 6 minutes and a half to go here until they have to make their selection.
Warren for the O-lineman, and that allows Tyler Warren. After Loveland went a little earlier, Tyler Warren goes to the Colts, and a major need for them was tight end. When you sit and you talk to these guys, you kind of go, he's just a flat-out football player. He's a flat-out athlete. He was a 3-sport player in high school. He played baseball. He played basketball. You see some of his basketball highlights.
they're ridiculous. They're throwing alley-oops and stuff. So he's throwing up and hitting the ball like this over top of people's heads. We got to talk to him a couple times this past year, man, and he is. And then on top of it, he's so smart.
So 5:44 to go.
Indianapolis, Shane Steichen's going to be like, hey, look, man, we can put this guy just about anywhere because he's just so smart, has so much mental horsepower, is so versatile. You're right. I mean, he fell right to him. And how cool is that if you're the Indianapolis Colts right now? You got
So
and he fell right to you. You have to do a thing.
This is just a listing of all the different places that he wound up over the course of his college career. By the last time the Colts took a first-round tight end, it worked out pretty well. It was Dallas Clark, who was.
Falcons are on the clock. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go left in their selection time. And Tyler Warren in Virginia getting the call from the Indianapolis Colts. And the crowd in the house goes wild. And then he got the watch party at the high school of his alma mater. They are crazy over in Washington. Commanders and Virginia Cavaliers here. And that's great. I'll be right back.
Presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
I hear you found someone special. Yeah, he's a keeper. Is that dog food in the fridge? It's not dog food. It's fresh cut. Real meat, real veggies for Peter. That's Peter? Should have known. You make a pretty cute couple.
In this game, making the right move is hard. Unless you use open door to sell your home. It's pretty easy.
I need the bathroom.
Open door. Here for life's big moves.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 22-inch aluminum deck mower with Select Cut is the most powerful mower in its class, featuring an aluminum deck that allows for extreme blade speeds, producing the perfect razor-sharp cut. Designed for durability that's guaranteed for life. All powered by Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery. One battery powers all tools. Find an Ego retailer near you.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. You should membership with your mom so she can share with you.
Easy. USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
Bounty Mega Roll lasts longer, so you can tackle. Bounty Mega Roll lets you clean spills without running out. Bounty, quicker picker up.
Check out the new whip.
Nice. Fully custom. How many Bud Lights can you fit there, Harvey?
As many Bud Lights as it takes.
A lot of Bud Lights. You do one of those.
We are here at Blackberry Friday, where everyone wants the unique taste of the Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Oh, Dr. Pepper!
It's like blackberry flavor.
Use the rainbow in the sheet. Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
The clock is ticking. And I faith that every soul on earth is your responsibility. Trust me, one last time.
$5 duo at DJ. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get 2 of your games, it's up to you. Just figure it out to hit the drive-thru. DK, have it your way.
Welcome back to Green Bay. The Atlanta Falcons on the clock. Brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
That's Shedeur Sanders, and this is looking like Aaron Rodgers. Going to be up 4 shots. In the second round. Think about Brett Favre as well. Geno Smith is back before. Guess what? All those quarterbacks turn out to be pretty doggone good. So for Shedeur Sanders, the key right now is 21 Pittsburgh.
All right, welcome back here.
Shedeur Sanders, or they wait until he falls in their lap, right? That'll be interesting because guess what? He will come back to haunt some of these organizations. If
All right, so the Falcons have 50 seconds left to make their selection. Will they make another crazy pick like last year where they selected Michael Penix, or will they go with an actual pick here? So they need an edge rusher, a defensive tackle, a center, a safety, and a receiver. The best fit for them would be Derek Harmon, but the best available is Georgia's Jalen Walker. All right, so let's see. The pick is in. The pick is in. Got to see who is being selected here. Let's see here. Cream. Okay, this is going to be very shocking. I'm going to wait to announce it until after. All right, so the pick is in. Goodell should be coming out here soon to announce the pick.
And what we're showing here is a look at the uniqueness of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. This is just across the street. These are just people at home celebrating and enjoying themselves here in the shadow of Lambeau Field. Is one of the things that makes this place so extraordinarily special. Lambeau Field, which will this season be hosting.
All right, so the pick is in. The Falcons are about to make their selection. Let's see who is going to be taken here. I know who it is. You don't.
Extraordinary event. So the Atlanta Falcons, again, a team that has struggled on defense, struggled for pass rush. One of the few teams that has used all of its allotted time so far to give us all an opportunity to catch our breath. But I'm told that Roger Goodell has the pick in hand. All
right, here we go. Here's Roger Goodell coming down the tunnel to come out to make the selection here. Here for pick number 15.
Rounding out the top 20. Here's the commissioner with the Falcons selection.
And here it is, Jalen Walker. I don't think I have a thing for him, actually. But Jalen Walker is taken here to the Atlanta Falcons, and that brings on the Arizona Cardinals. He is in Salisbury, North Carolina, making the call here, and he's the 15th overall pick to Atlanta, a linebacker. So a decent pick there. Giants, they had a watch party, it looks like. They went crazy at MetLife. Okay. So the Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals are on the clock here. And we are reaching about 2 hours on the stream. It is senior skip day tomorrow, so I'm not gonna have to go to school. So we got that going for me tonight. The draft should be over around 11 o'clock Central Time. We're about halfway through. The Arizona Cardinals will make the halfway point there, and they have 6 minutes left in their selection. So we have not had a trade since pick number 2. And I don't think there will be a trade here in the next few picks, at least. So I think it might be a while. So Jalen Walker is the first player from the University of Georgia the Falcons have taken in the first or second round since 1966. So they have not taken a Georgia player in the first 2 rounds since 1966. That is crazy. And that is from Field Yates. So Jalen Walker.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting that Mike Green is still on the board from that, but he's fantastic. Yeah, that's what the
It's the first time the Falcons have used the top 15 pick on a defensive player since Dick Beasley in 2015. And will continue from Green Bay in 30 seconds after this word from Thrivent.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. We use money as a tool to help all of the people we hold in our hearts. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we care about. At Thrivent, we help you plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more.
Harder to continue here live from Green Bay, where the Atlanta Falcons have just made Jalen Walker from Georgia the 15th pick in the draft. The Arizona Cardinals are on the clock now.
All right, guys, here we go. Cardinals pick is in. The Cardinals pick is in. Cincinnati is on the board at number 17. The Cardinals drafted and they have made their selection. And let me see who they have selected. Who will they select here at number 16? According to ESPN, the best available is Will Johnson, and the best fit for the Cardinals is Derek Harmon. So we'll wait and see who they will select. The Cardinals need an edge rusher, a receiver, a corner, an offensive guard, and a defensive tackle. There's not very many good offensive guards available here in the first round that are first-round talent. But I think they could probably select a solid receiver or edge here. This could be where Luther Burden falls. Darius Robinson, a former Mizzou player, is on the Cardinals. He was taken in the first round last season. But you also have Matthew Golden, who's also available, and Emeka Egbuka. He could also be taken as well. So we'll wait and see. The pick is in for the Arizona Cardinals, and the selection will be here in just a moment.
They just can't bust the passes very well down there. They need some boost off the edge. They need some people on the inside where they got one time.
So I know who's been selected here at number 16, and the pick is in. The pick is coming up here in just a second. All right, here we go. Arizona Cardinals selection. Walter Nolan from the University of Mississippi, Ole Miss, the first player from this college here tonight, and not the last one to be taken in this draft. Walter Nolan is one of the best players on this defensive lineman class in the draft class. A good selection. And Walter Nolan will be taken. And oh my goodness, the Blues take a 1-0 lead. Oh my goodness. And a fight, 1-0 here, 2 minutes into the game. Oh my goodness.
He can be Dominic Reedy. He has multiple position versatility, but I line him up in three techniques. Because a guy like this has to get vertical, that can hit gaps and get to the quarterback. When you pick a defensive tackle this high, you're expecting impact play, not just tackles for losses. You want sacks, you want cause fumble. He's the switchiest defensive tackle in the draft. He's got that he can get upfield and get around the offensive lines and get to the quarterback. My only problem with it is I didn't see it consistently enough. He was a 5-star. He was the #1 recruit coming out of high school. He's been the guy for a long time. He's warmed that bird. So now,
Oh my goodness. 6:14 remaining for the Bengals here. They are up next. Shit. There's 6 minutes left to make their selection. Bengals. The best fit for them is going to be Will Johnson. James Pierce Jr. out of Tennessee, but the best available is Will Johnson, the cornerback out of Michigan. So the Blues have a 1-0 lead with a power play. St. Louis Blues, NHL hockey. I'm from Missouri, so gotta root for my team. I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back here for the draft. We are ready for the selection for the for the Cincinnati Bengals. The pick is in. And the Bengals selection is here in just a moment. So, Yeah, I don't see anything there. All right, so here comes the Bengals pick. Cincinnati. And here it comes.
With the 17th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Shamar Stewart.
And Shamar Stewart goes to Cincinnati, and that will bring on Seattle. So Michael Williams goes to the Falcons, and now Shamar Stewart goes to the Bengals. Texas A&M edge rusher.
This against college offensive linemen. Now, you want to say, boy, Ethan Hill-Hunter? Well, Ethan Hill-Hunter has 4.5 career sacks, 1.5 hits last year at LSU. He's got 99.5 sacks. He averages 11 sacks a year in the NFL. That's an outlier, right? Well, Shamar Stewart, who we know about an LTP, looks the part, 6'5", 267, 4'5", 940, 160, 10, 3408 arms, and a 40 vertical. Are you kidding me? He should be getting double-digit sacks, folks. What's the problem?
Now, here's the thing I'll tell you. I'd rather drive a Mercedes than a pickup truck because I like to drive fast. At least I know I can go faster in the Mercedes. And it's up to the defensive line coach to get the best out of him. If you can let this young man with the strength that he has and the speed, the potential to be a double-digit sack guy in the National Football League. A lot of dysfunction, not a lot of production, but the tools are there. Mike Tomlin has a saying, if the guys didn't need coaching, I wouldn't have a job. He needs coaching, he needs to understand his pass rush move and how to finish at the quarterback. That's what the NFL is about.
And that'll bring on the Seattle Seahawks. They have 4 minutes left. Still no trades since that number 2 pick, and we are at number 18 now, with Tampa at 19 on deck. So that's big. Shamar Stewart to Cincinnati, and Seattle will see who they're drafting. And here's breaking news. Armand Minvu's contract with New York will be about 4 years, $31.8 million, with a $19.8 million signing bonus, fully guaranteed, and a 2029 fifth-year option. And he is expected to fill in that right tackle hole in the front to defend Justin Fields. So Seattle has 3 minutes left. They are on the clock. According to ESPN, they should go either Will Johnson or James Pierce. And according to them, they need a wide receiver, an offensive guard, a center, offensive tackle, or edge. The receivers available right now, we have Matthew Golden, we've got Jaden Higgins, and Emeka Egbuka, Trey Harris, and Luther Burden. Those 5 are available at receiver as well. And then at offensive guard, Gray Zabel is also available, as well as Jonah Savaiania and Tate Ratledge. At center, you've got Jared Wilson as well and Seth McLaughlin. Those are the 2 major centers in this draft. And then at offensive tackle, you have Josh Simmons and Josh Connerly Jr. At edge, you have James Pierce Jr., who is the best fit according to ESPN, and Mike Green. But the Seahawks pick is in. The pick is in now for Seattle. See who it's going to be. I'm not going to tell you yet. Don't have it yet. So we are close to seeing the pick here.
Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas, they feel really good about those tackles. Then I agree with Mel. Attacking the interior of the line is the way to go.
A quick notice, we like the commissioner. There's been one trade so far. The fewest in any first round in the common draft era is 3.
And it looks like it's going to be a surprising pick here. And it's going to be Gray Zabel out of North Dakota State. What a selection. Oh, my goodness.
He won his second FCS championship last year, got invited to the Senior Bowl. He was great there. By the way, it is the 4th year in the last 5 that Bison have had an offensive lineman selected in the draft.
Daniel Landry will start the first 3 games that we met. Savard in 2023 moved to right tackle for the rest of that season.
This past year, he's at left tackle for North Dakota State. He's getting the job done again, getting it done there. Started the final 36 games of his career.
So Gray Zabel goes top 20 in this draft to the Seattle Seahawks. To wow, to cover Sam Darnold. And that brings up the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is a crazy pick, in my opinion. I did not see that coming. I did not see that pick coming. Oh, shoot. I'm running out of room here on the ticker. Okay, well, I guess it's fine. I might have to cut off some picks here. And I'm actually out of room now. Whatever. All right. There you go. So Gray Zabel is taken here at number 18, and the Buccaneers are up to make their selection. And that means Denver will be up at 20, and Pittsburgh will be at 21. So here we go. Buccaneers are on the clock. All right, I'll take a quick break. I'll be right back here right after this. All right, we're back. So the Buccaneers pick is in, and according to ESPN, they should either select Will Johnson or James Pierce Jr. So we'll see what they select here at number 19. You've got Denver at pick 20.
So what were the possibilities that we would have today
Good.
still on the board available as we arrive at the 19th pick, which is where we are now? Well, as you can see, it was about 50-50. He would be there at 13. The percentages continue to drop, and we were a few picks away from the Steelers at 21. Adam Shepard.
All right, so Tampa will select a receiver here. Let's go and take a look at who they're in the select. So the pick is in. The Buccaneers are about to make their selection. Canton, Texas, Shedeur Sanders is still there waiting to be drafted. And Tampa Bay looks to select a non-quarterback here. So we won't see a quarterback taken at this pick, but we might see some here taken in the later rounds. And yet again, there has not been a trade since pick number 2. And here comes the commissioner of football, Roger Goodell. And Emeka Egbuka that's taken here from from Ohio State University. This is a weird pick as Tampa Bay has Mike Evans and they have Chris Godwin and now they have Emeka Egbuka and they have Nate McMillan as well. This is going to be a really great receiving core for Baker Mayfield in Tampa. But I feel like they don't need a receiver like that. I don't know. Comment down below what you feel is best here. Now, Denver is on the clock. The best fit for them is Derek Harmon. The best available is Will Johnson. And on the next pick, it will be Pittsburgh. But as of right now, we have got Denver with 5 minutes to go on their selection here.
Think about where America plays primarily, right? In the slot. The guy can also win outside. Real tough inside, make contested catches straight in the middle of the field. Who does that for Tampa Bay? Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin coming off of a very, very significant injury. This makes you wonder. They must be concerned a little bit about what's going on with Chris Godwin and maybe his availability, who knows, for 2025. Because this is not for certain. Mike Evans getting a little bit older. This is a little bit of a curveball to pick. But when you start trying to think about why this may have happened, you have to start like following the breadcrumbs.
It also makes you wonder if you're Tampa, who's going to rush the passer? Green, you said we were thinking defense. Yes. They need an edge. They signed Hassan Reddick on a one-year deal. They need more shoots coming off the edge of the Cowboys defense.
Well, brother, you live in Tampa, and you've been telling me all along they were going to go defense.
Everyone told me they were going to go defense, and then they didn't.
But again, this is not in any way a reflection on Emeka Egbuka, who is a terrific player there. You see Tom Bowles, the coach of the Buccaneers. So the Denver Broncos are on the clock, and then the Steelers will pick next. It's been an intriguing night, and it's about to get all the more interesting. We're back in Green Bay in just a moment.
The 2025 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott. It's brought to you by Progressive. Protect your auto, home, and business today at Progressive.com.
All right. Take a quick break. Be right back.
Mine was earned in Germany, 1984.
From a family in 1945.
Mom earned it for us.
USA membership is for those who
All right, we're back. The pitch is in for the Broncos, and they're about to make their selection here in a second. Pittsburgh is on the clock, pretty sure as of now. So only one trade so far tonight. Now the Broncos pick is in. Waiting for the selection. It's gonna kill me. Actually, I can actually see who it is right now. Okay, this is gonna be very surprising here. This is gonna be very surprising. Broncos are about to be selecting here in just a second. Roger Goodell is coming out to the stage. Girl.
World Wish Month, and the NFL is proud to support the life-changing wishes that Make-A-Wish grants.
You got to make a wish out here.
One of those wishes will be coming true right now. Sam is a 17-year-old Broncos fan who has bravely battled cancer. His wish is to announce the first-round draft pick for his favorite team. Please join me in cheering on Sam.
Make a wish here.
Take it away, Sam. With the 20th pick,
and it goes Jahdae Barron from the University of Texas. So Jahdae Barron goes in the top 20. So now Pittsburgh is on the clock, and they might go quarterback here. It says so they need a quarterback, corner, receiver, running back, or offensive tackle. The best fit here would be Omarion Hampton, but their best available is Will Johnson. Who are they going to get? Will Johnson's a corner. You got Omarion Hampton as a running back, but they also need quarterback, which might be Shedeur Sanders. We will see. They are on the clock with 5:50 to go on the remaining time. So let's see what happens.
He's a faster version of what Brian Branch does for the Detroit Lions. A multiple position player that can play inside, outside, and play the middle of the field. He can do it on top of Joker on defense. He will be used very well in them.
Yeah. All right, and so now we get to the Steelers at 21, and this is a spot that obviously we have been circled for quite some time. Adam Schefter, what can you tell us?
Well, Greeny, one of the
most intriguing spots in the draft. Shedeur Sanders is still on the board right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers still are awaiting an answer from Aaron Rodgers. One person in the league said they wondered how that combination, Aaron Rodgers and Shedeur Sanders, could go wrong if the Steelers went that route. But there are no assurances that Pittsburgh is going to go that route at number 21 when they have other needs as well.
So the Steelers are on the clock. They have 4:50 to go. And their selection in Shedeur Sanders. The pick is in, guys. So Shedeur Sanders is here and available for Pittsburgh. Let's see if they draft him or if they draft a different quarterback. Or if they draft somebody else completely different. So for quarterbacks right now, they have Shedeur Sanders at number 1, Dart at number 2, Show at number 3, and Milroe at number 4. Howard does come in at number 5, but I don't think he's going to be drafted first or second round. He might be drafted third round. And are the Blues up 3-0? We are up 3-0. Still Blues. All right, so Steelers pick is in. We are ready. Let me see who is being selected here at number 21. This is going to be a very weird selection.
Sitting there, you have no second-round pick. Where's the young quarterback coming in? Well, I'm taking Steelers, man. I prefer him in New Orleans. I don't know what the Saints were taking there. That's their decision. I disagree with it. But if I'm Pittsburgh, Shedeur Sanders, the pass on him at this stage at pick 21, bud. Come on.
All right, I'm told that the pick is in. The commissioner is making his way to the stage. Will this be the moment that we hear the second quarterback's name, or will the draw?
All right, here we go. Here comes Roger Goodell. And it goes Derek Harmon from the University of Oregon. Derek Harmon will go to Pittsburgh. So instead of drafting Shedeur, they go Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle out of Oregon. And that means Shedeur might not be drafted in the first round. All right, so that means the Chargers are on the clock. The Los Angeles Chargers are on the clock here. Who will the Chargers draft? 7 minutes to go.
So no doubt, you talk about Cam Hayward getting a little ball in his feet. This is something that Pittsburgh doesn't have, which is interior pass rush. You mentioned he led all defensive tackles as far as pass rush pressures from the inside. And you look at Keanu Pitt, who they took out of Wisconsin. He's played well, but getting to the passer hasn't been his forte. This is an opportunity to fortify the defensive front. Again, pass on the quarterback, fortify the defensive front with T.J. Watt. I like what the Steelers are doing. You just wonder, without Aaron Rodgers, who's going to play quarterback position for them?
That's a great question. We don't know right now.
No one knows.
Guess it'll be Mason Rudolph. One wonders if they know. By the way, the Steelers' last first-round defensive lineman was Cam Hayward, whom they selected 31st in 2011.
So Los Angeles about to make their pick. 6 minutes to go. All right, I'll be right back. I want to take a quick break. I'll be right back, guys. All right, we're back. So Mel's best available right now is Shedeur Sanders and then Will Johnson. The Chargers are on the clock. They need receiver, and I think they will draft receiver. Matthew Golden is the best one available. You still got Luther Burden available as well. Jaden Higgins and Trey Harris, the Ole Miss receiver. They're all available here, and 96% chance that Shedeur was going to be taken by the 21st pick before the draft, and he's still available here at 22. And I don't think he will be taken at all here in night number 1. He'll be taken probably in night 2, most likely, in round number 2. And another big surprise is Will Johnson. He's still available. He is a blue chip prospect out of Michigan. And the Chargers draft room, they still have a minute and a half to make a selection. Let's see. I think the pick is about to be in. Just a minute remaining on the clock for the Chargers.
They don't do anything special. So we talked about earlier in the show about
22 seconds remaining here for the Chargers. They got 15 seconds. They got to make their pick.
The first thing that quarterback whisperer, guys who we respect the most, quarterbacks, that the first thing that they talk about when they're talking about what does it take to play quarterback at a high level in the NFL, they don't say wild throws. They don't say straight breaks. They say
the pick is in. The pick is in for the Chargers.
Accuracy. That's what they say. Shedeur has made great decisions in the pocket, outside the pocket. When he gets his head knocked off, he's made great decisions. He throws the football with accuracy. The whole arm strength thing, I mean, come on. Look, how many times? He's a nice passer of the football. It's as simple as that. He just is. What this comes down to, I'm going to look at this from a team's perspective, right?
So the Chargers pick is in.
Every team likes, teams players, it doesn't matter what place they want to play, right? So
Who are they in the draft here?
we're looking at, we're judging the landscape right here. We don't need to pay top 15 prices, top 20 prices. Heck, we may not even need to pay first round prices. Doesn't mean I agree with it, but they need to. But right, the most important percent. They're taking all the teams that are passed on right now, as Mel just mentioned, are taking a gamble. They're taking a gamble. The team who need a quarterback, and if you pass on him, and he winds up having a Drew Brees type of career, a Tom Brady type of career, he winds up, which he's totally capable of. You're going to sit back and think there's going to be a lot of ridiculous history on you. I guess there's going to be a lot of case studies thrown. Why did people pass on him? Was it because they thought he was hot? Or was it because of his dad? Was it because he was being trapped? All the other nonsense that you hear. Because it isn't because of how he plays the game. I agree with you. It's not how it's supposed to play the game.
All right, we've only had one quarterback selected. We've only had one trade made. If Shedeur Sanders was going to get drafted here, it would have to be a trade because Justin Herbert is going to be the quarterback of the Los Angeles Chargers. So I said that facetiously. Obviously, this isn't going to be the spot. So the Chargers are on the clock here. Then we will have the hometown Green Bay Packers. So no doubt we'll get a jolt from this crowd. You see, Jim Harbaugh's team has made its selection. Here's Roger Goodell.
The Los Angeles Chargers select Omarion.
And Omarion Hampton goes.
Back-to-back monster seasons for the Chargers. Over 1,500 yards in 2023. Over 1,600 last year.
30 touchdowns on the ground, and he had 67 catches as well.
Yeah, just turned 22 on March 16th. I thought he'd be a Denver Bronco. He goes to the division. Now he can hustle the Broncos a little bit. With the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh wants to run the football. Obviously, going to stop the run, but they could do last year as well. They want to run the football. Maureen Hampton at 220 plus pounds, back 4.46. Talk about a guy at 622 carries his career. That's 128 fewer than Ashton Jenkins. So a lot of tread left on those tires. I know that contact and being able to go run through contact. He will do that. Excels at picking up yards and breaking tackles.
All right, so Packers are now on the clock.
Breakaway speed. He possesses very good hands as well. Had a career high 78 receptions, 2 touchdown catches this year. Doesn't have the elusiveness of a Jenkins and the ability there to make people miss on a consistent basis. Pass blocking needs to improve just a bit. But the athleticism and one cut, he can go. Maureen Hampton will hit that hole hard, and he will break tackles. He is a game breaker. Still big 120 plus pounds. That's still missing where the North Carolina is.
And you put him in this offense where they want to run the football for Harbaugh coming downhill. This is a perfect fit for Maureen Hampton.
All right, and so as the National Football League has now taken to bringing the draft on the road, we will reach that moment that we look forward to every year. The home team is on the clock, and just listen to these fans in Green Bay. The go chants. Hundreds of thousands of cheers out as far as the eye can see. These fans so excited. The people of this terrific city have been so excited to host this event. We have all felt it all week long. There's been no question about it. And so with all the energy here, the Green Bay Packers part of that incredibly tough division now in the NFC North. Why do we need? Will this be the year that Jordan Love takes that step forward? What do the Packers need to do to make that quarterback position lead area? They're always looking for edge rushers. Obviously, I another wide receiver, that great weapon second round. Taking wide receivers, Sylvan Lewis. I look at that quarterback by Will Johnson's the guy. You talk about getting a value for a heck of a player. How he's been helping through the
All right, so the Packers are now on the clock. This might break their streak for most for receivers in the first round. Yeah. Good. I'm happy. Yeah. If Blues are up by 3. All that cares. 3-0 after 1. Whoa, buddy. Yes, I'm very happy. Are you happy about Will Campbell? It's an offensive line. No, we needed another edge rusher on the other side of Brian Burns, so we got him. Yeah. No, Tyler Warren is better. Everyone in my group chat said you were an idiot, so I don't know, bro. I don't think he will be. Yeah, it's going good. Yeah. Oh, you. See ya. Fuck the Nuggets. Bye. All right, 3:17 remaining left here in the pick.
Teams have some questions, right? And now you're sitting there going, hey, there's the guys that you couldn't pass up. But there are some darn good football players on the board right now. Some of them real good football. And you told me about getting it Christian. That's right. You got to look at that. It's the time that they have to go. Before they come in, watching about Henry, all those guys that are really football players. Which one do you think you can make it to big one? Ideal measures, but as far as the team is concerned, we were fortunate to come across the top of
Watch a draw ball was everywhere. Best instincts in the draft. And Asia, when they moved them off ball outside, so those are two UCLA Bruins going to be really good late going, early to the question. So all the speculation here at this desk has been about defense. I've had a lot of Packer fans come up to me this week and say, we never take a wide receiver in the first round. That's what they say. Matthew Golden is still on the board now. I've said his name about 5 times already with that. Matthew Golden to me, I think they had 1 year of production. I thought at Houston, for what they were asking you to do for 2 years, he did a solid job. And then this year, it's supposed to be Isaiah Bonds with Matthew Golden, then Matthew Golden in the 4-2-9. I don't know what else the kid needed to do. Yeah, I'd like to see 2 years in Texas. But only had 1 season. And he did it all, and then he ran great. Matthew Golden here, if you train me in a late first round, is Ben Millen already left? The Boot already left? He's a
One minute to go. 1 minute to go.
He said, look, this guy will do it exactly the way you asked him to. The reason why he ran so fast, he said, I'm going to promise you, he worked at his feet.
And the pick is in. The pick is in for Green Bay.
In attendance, waiting to hear who their team will add in this first round tonight. It's been a fascinating first round. Again, we've had only one quarterback.
All right, so the pick is in for Green Bay. So Green Bay looking to add on to their defense or receiver. The best fit for Green Bay here is going to be James Pierce Jr. Will Johnson is the best available. He is a blue chip prospect. All right.
Competitive division. The Vikings obviously have that great year. The Detroit Lions, despite all their defensive injuries.
And looks like it's going to be a receiver here for the Green Bay Packers.
So the Packer fans here dancing and singing and waiting to hear where they go. So the commissioner is finally now going to make his way out. And so the pick is ready. And here comes the commissioner with a very special guest who will be very well received here in Green Bay.
And here we go, fellas.
Okay, Green Bay, it's your time. To make this historic pick, please give it up for first team All-Pro, Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and Packers president and CEO, Mark Murphy.
Thank you, Roger. How about this atmosphere? Isn't it unbelievable? Roger, thank you to the NFL for bringing the draft here in Green Bay for the best draft in the history of the NFL. Right here. On behalf of the Packers, Packer fans here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and everywhere, because our fans are everywhere, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the NFL Draft at Lambeau Field. It is our honor and privilege to
All right, here we go.
we are the only community-owned team in the NFL. Just out of curiosity, how many of you are owners? We also have the best owners in the NFL. And we also want to celebrate the special connection we have with our fans that dates back to the early days of professional football. With the 23rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the 13-time world champion Green Bay Packers, for the first time since 2002, draft a wide receiver. Matthew Golden.
All right, so the Packers take Matthew Golden and Green Bay. All right, Minnesota's pick is in. All right, the Vikings pick is in.
For so many reasons, there is no other team in professional sports quite like the Green Bay Packers, and Mark Marcy did a great job of explaining some of those, and so that was the kind of moment you practically cannot get anywhere else in sports. Matthew Golden is going to address the crowd. Let's see what he says. So he went to the microphone but perhaps not. Let him address Motley instead. Here we go.
It's a blessing. Green Bay on 3. Hey, let me get a Green Bay on 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, Verizon Business to Molly, who is with the man of the moment. Molly.
Matthew, that was a warm welcome from your new fan base. What is it like to stand here in front of all these Packers fans?
Man, it's a blessing. I put in so much work to get here, and I got my family there, man. They mean the most to me, man. I can't thank God enough.
At Texas, you stepped up big when the lights were brightest. How will you do that here in Green Bay?
You should expect from me, man. I'm a reliable target, and I get up anywhere on the field, man. Whatever the team need me to do, that's what I'm willing to do. But I'm bringing that dog mentality, know that.
All right, welcome home.
Thank you.
Well, you mentioned the Combine's 4.29. That opened a lot of eyes. 58 catches, 9 touchdowns in his one season at Texas.
The 16th ranked player on that big board. Packers sitting at pick number 23. We've done that this year. 9 games, he averaged 20-plus yards per catch. 3 games with the Houston Cougars. Over a 2-year period, he had 76 catches, averaged 13 yards a catch and 13 touchdowns at Texas this year. He was outstanding, and he came up big at critical moments in key games. SEC championship game against Georgia. Really impressive with 8 catches, 162 yards. Quarterfinal playoff game against Arizona State. 7 catches, 149 yards, another touchdown. He had 2 to 3 concentration drop. That was it. He's a guy who gets open. He can handle tight coverage. He catches the ball in traffic. He's tough across the middle. He's quick out of his break. He sells the route. And I was impressed with the consistency, game in and game out, to know that he was understated. He was underappreciated all year for what he did for an offense that needed him. And every time they did the big catch, Matthew Golden got open and made, let's say, 9 games to average over 20 yards a catch. It was pretty impressive.
And I was impressed with his ability to separate. That's what a quarterback wants to see. Separation from the defender, knowing that you can throw the football to him on time and accurately. And when you look at Green Bay, it's often said that Green Bay.
All right, so the Vikings pick is in.
All right, so the Minnesota Vikings are on the clock, and we've got Roger Goodell ready to make their pick. For every action, there is
Oh my gosh.
reaction. They will be booed as loudly as the Packers were cheered. Here comes Roger Goodell with the selection.
We're the 24th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. The Minnesota Vikings select Donovan Jackson, guard, Ohio State.
All right, so there's the reaction from the crowd. Versatility is the word that comes to mind. He started 31 games at left guard for the Buckeyes, then kicked out to left tackle, then played great. So Donovan Jackson goes to Minnesota, but I'm told to go. Adam Schefter has breaking news for us. Schefter, what can you tell us?
Randy, we said this would be the quarterback range, and the New York Giants have just traded. They're giving up pick 34, pick number 99, and a third-round pick in 2026. The Giants at 25 are on the clock with first quarterback here.
All right, here we go. So this is exactly what we were waiting for now. The Giants.
So Donovan Jackson is on the board for the Vikings, but the New York Football Giants are back on the clock for the 25th pick in the NFL draft. 4 minutes ago on the pick. I think they're about to make the selection. If it is Jackson Dart, I'm going to love it. If it is Shedeur Sanders, I'm switching my team to the Kansas City Chiefs. This is huge. All right, so the trade will be the Giants will get number 25. The Texans will get pick number 34, pick number 99, and a 2026 third-round pick. So that is what the Texans will get. They get 3 picks, a third, pick number 99, the 34th, and a 2026 third. And that's for pick number 25 right now. All right, so here we go. The Giants, the pick, 3:30 remaining.
Meltdown late in that long. All right, I'm going to take a very short timeout. We're going to come back. The New York Giants are on the clock. Adam Schefter has told us to expect a quarterback. Which one will it be? We will find out right after this, live in Green Bay on ESPN.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies. Like he's so much more than Saquon Barkley.
I'm also Saquon Barkley.
Oh man, struck my uniform. What a name.
Calm in. Stress. I'll never remember all this. Relax, Rick. When things get intense, we get insights. What a nice cleansing surprise.
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side. This Memorial Day.
I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Oh my god! 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 Jackson Dart! Jackson Dart! Jackson Dart! Not sure. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! It's not Shedeur Sanders. It's not Shedeur. It's not Shedeur Sanders. It is not Shedeur Sanders. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's not Shedeur. It's not Shedeur. It is not Shedeur. It's Jackson Dart. Oh, thank God. Oh my god, I love today so much. Today's the greatest day of my life. We draft Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter. This is like, oh my gosh. Jackson Dart, fellas. Boom. Championship incoming, fellas. Championship. Super Bowl. Come on. Come on. Whew.
Experience the game like never before. The access. Yes. United Football League. Saturday at 7 and Sunday starting at noon on ESPN.
Welcome to the show, the one with unimaginable power.
This is the greatest day of my life, fellas. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The greatest day of my life.
Will it be to take that man, Shedeur Sanders, the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, or that man, Jackson Dart, quarterback at Ole Miss? Opinions have been split between these two. Mel Tucker, who have been on the Shedeur Sanders bandwagon since the beginning of the season. Again, we are waiting for commission to make the announcement right now. The Giants, who picked at number 3 in this draft, taking Abdul Carter.
So the New York Giants. All right, the pick has not been officially announced yet, but it has came out on Instagram that it's going to be Jackson Dart. Here we go. Here's the selection.
The Houston Texans have traded the 25th pick to the New York. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Jackson Dart.
Come on, fellas, come on.
As a senior, he went to USC, started 3 games and transferred to Ole Miss. Started 38 games for Lane Kiffin, threw 72 touchdowns.
Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. Boom, 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 boom. Not Shedeur. It isn't Shedeur, fellas. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The concern for me, and the reason I'm the Shedeur guy is in the big spots. You come up big for Jackson Dart, 2 games where Ole Miss faced a one-ranked opponent, LSU Georgia. He completed like 67 passes, and in each game combined for 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. Then they were looking for a playoff spot late November. He completed like 67 passes. I like Jackson Dart. I love Shedeur. We'll see how it works out. Keep in mind, the quarterbacks have dropped a little bit. I like the quarterbacks went ahead of them. Brett Favre, Dan McGuire, top quarterback. Brett Favre, Jack Fuller, whenever Joe Montana, AJ Manuel, whenever Geno Smith, the 3 players for the Bengals before they go overtime the second round. So it doesn't always go. The quarterbacks go in the order the way they work out in the NFL.
All right, guys. The Falcons pick is in. Oh my god. Oh, trade. 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 All right. So the Falcons are trading their 2025 second-round pick, their 2026 first-round pick, and their 2025 seventh-round pick to the Los Angeles Rams for their 2025 first and their 2025 third. So the Rams will be moving up, will be moving down to 46 for number 26.
We'll see. And you know what? Hey, that's a question for John Mara. But I'm happy for the kid.
Let's find out what we can from Sal Palantonio. He is covering the Giants for us tonight. Sal.
Well, Greeny is pretty clear. Head coach Brian Daboll likes Jackson Dart. Why? Because he has some of the same traits that Josh Allen had in Buffalo. That mobility, the dual threat ability, the big arm to get the ball down the field, the toughness. Those are the traits that Josh Allen showed Brian Daboll in Buffalo. That's why Jackson Dart of Ole Miss is here.
Boom, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Jackson Dart, fella. Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart. Giants. Giants traded up. Giants traded up. Fleeced whoever we traded with. And we drafted Jackson Dart. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, Russell Wilson, bro. Come on. But we got Jackson Dart. Yes. We got Jackson Dart. I love it. Come on. Oh my gosh. I'm in best day of my life. Best day of my life. We just picked 27th or 25th. 25th. Ooh, 32. Oh God, I'm so happy. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so happy. You should have seen my live stream. I was going berserk. I got up. I was yelling like crazy. I'm insane right now. Oh my God. Falcons will select. Falcons traded up too. Oof. Probably like a 20 out of 10.
In the 2025 NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select James Pierce Jr.
James Pierce Jr. to Atlanta. Oof. I hate Tennessee. Fucking terrible pick, bro. Oh my gosh. Wish I'd say an guy. Walter, or not Walter. Shamar Stewart. I don't. Probably. Yeah, well, that was a crazy pick. That was a crazy trade. The Giants pretty much traded 34, 99, and a 2026 third for the 25th pick. That's a fleece. That's a fleece. That's a fleece. Fleece. Baby. Yep. Fuck the Nuggets, bro. See ya.
This dude has the most potential of any pass rusher in this draft. I think outside of Abdul Park, all right? He could be the next best pass rusher in this draft without a doubt. At 6'5", 245 pounds, 4.47 in the 40. He reminds me of body type-wise of Devon Kurtz when he came out of Florida. He can go speed to power as well as anybody you see. It is classic. It's textbook. He's got the speed to chase down any quarterback in the NFL. He's got the power to collapse the pocket inside out. When he wants to slant down inside on run stunts, he blows up everything. Everything. He'll track down balls one side of the field to the other. The question with James is this: consistency. Can you get it out of him all the time? Can you count on him? Can you depend on him? Is he always going to be there? Is he always going to answer the bell? Because if he does, Atlanta finally has the rusher that they've been looking for. Because he has it all.
The Falcons have been in the bottom 2 in sacks 4 of the last 6 years, including 31 last season. But they've gone a long way to address that tonight, taking Jalen Walker from Georgia earlier and now James Pierce from Tennessee. But the big move made just moments ago, Jackson Dart, quarterback Ole Miss, to the New York Giants, who had taken Abdul Carter earlier in the night. So the Giants with a huge night with all the pressure in the world on their coach and general manager. And our will continue in just a moment live in Green Bay on ESPN.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
NFL draft now to recreate the look in your home. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
These are the voyages of the Patrick Starship Enterprise.
Patty, engage.
Here, crowds. It's mission. Nautical nonsense.
Perhaps it was your imagination.
Whether you like SpongeBob, Star Trek, or both, find your mountain of entertainment at Paramount Plus.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max without leaving DirecTV?
It's like all their apps and channels are.
Oh, all connected. Shows, movies, sports, cooking shows.
Is she talking?
Tell me, how does DirecTV put all your favorite stuff on one home screen? Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history? Mind control.
You recently electrocuted the better way to watch whatever you want to watch.
Well, I for one am intrigued.
Yeah.
Only getting isolated results? Big gains come from AI that works across all your data and applications. AI big for business. IBM.
Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of a honeydew feature. Moisturize with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Can you get my bag?
Check out the new whip. Tight.
Fully custom.
Bud Light's pretty good there, Bubby. As many Bud Lights as it takes. A lot of Bud Lights. You want to give me one of those? Yo, I can go off over you.
I can board you in right.
Yeah. What about that?
I was looking for a quarterback.
No! You're right, Billy. He's do bring out that.
Every shoe for every athlete.
This is the go.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Your nerves will be shot. Your hopes will be hanging close. You might be seeing a double. You might be feeling the heat. And you might be cursing drought. And you might be witnessing history. And you might be thinking, oh my God, whatever it is, you're in it.
All right, the pitch is in.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs, Monday on ESPN.
All right, the pick is in here. The Ravens pick is in. So it's the happiest day of my life. All right, so now for the Ravens, their best needs is a defensive tackle, corner, offensive guard, edge, and a wide receiver. Now, the best fit for them right now is Mike Green, but the best available is Will Johnson, and he fits in their category. But let's see if he's taken now or if he'll be taken in the second round. And here we go, fellas. Here comes Roger Goodell out to the podium to make the announcement of the Ravens pick. Malachi Starks out of Georgia will go to Philadelphia. So he is taken. Wow. What a selection here. I like that pick. Oh, baby. What a selection. Malachi Starks out of Georgia. So
video of him working out this morning before he gets drafted this afternoon. That's what you're getting in this safety in Baltimore. There's a sign facility. It says play like a Raven. He will embody that coming from Georgia, being coached from the Kirby Smart. I don't worry about the testimony. It's there's a lot of pattern reading where you have one-on-one, where you got to put those kind of situations. That's where you see some offense, defensive opponents. I don't mean he's 4'5". I'll say he can improve man coverage skills down the field against wide receivers. They get a one-on-one. But he's a solid sitting player. That's a nice fit, off about real nice fit. That's the coaching safeties drop on this ball. For the guard area, it's really more to pretty good spot. They know that they put it in the spot. Keep them right up there. It's one. Yeah, after a 100.
Okay, I'm rewatching this. All right, so we've got Ravens draft room. And they draft Malachi Starks. And brings the Lions up.
Ravens defense was a force down the stretch last season. What did you bring to that secondary?
I got energy. I move around. I play at a high level coming from the University like Georgia. I'm just ready to go play ball.
What do you think about playing with the Tom Hamilton?
It's my dream.
Congratulations, Malcolm.
Thank you. Everything you just said was.
So the Lions selection is coming up soon. So the Lions are up now, and they're booing them. So on the clock, we have defensive tackle, edge, offensive guard, receiver, and center. That is their needs. Now, the best fit for them would be Mike Green, but the best available is Will Johnson, and they don't need a corner, so I don't think Will Johnson will go here. Now, he might go and, to be honest, I feel like I think the Lions will probably go Mike Green here. Best available. Now, when you look at that, the Lions projections teams. Okay. All right, so the Lions pick is in. And, all right, we'll be back live tomorrow night for round number 2. That will be here live. So the start time for that will be it'll be 7 p.m. So 6 o'clock, it looks like, Central Time, and then 11 o'clock Central on Saturday. All right, so Lions pick is in, and it looks like Roger Goodell is coming out to make the announcement.
The Detroit Lions select Tylee Williams, defensive tackle.
What the hell is this pick? Tyleek Williams at this high? Are you kidding me? This is probably about not a very good pick at all. I don't know what they're doing here. Well, that means the Commanders are now up. They have 5 minutes left to make their selection. So the Commanders are on the clock. That was a crazy pick, honestly, for Detroit. I don't know what they were doing there. So Tyleek Williams goes this early to Detroit. BJ Hill is his pro comp. To be honest, this is not a very good pick at all. He's position ranked 8th, and he is going to be the. Let's see how many have been taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's the 5th one to be taken. There's 3 more players that are better than him on defensive tackle. Let's see who is not taken yet. Darius Alexander is available. Shamar Turner is available. And T.J. Sanders is available, as well as Omar Norman Lott. They're all available, and yet they take Tyleek Williams over them. I don't get it, but so the Commanders are on the clock. 3:42 remaining on this election time. I don't think there's any more news of Adam Schefter yet. Yeah, nothing yet there. I did post the pick. Let's see how people are responding to that. Yeah, very odd. It is a reach. I know that. They should have drafted Shador. They got Jared Goff. I think they're fine for now for quarterback. I don't think they need a quarterback this year. Yeah, Will Johnson must have some very bad health issues right now if he's not being taken. And he does have a knee issue. I don't think it's that bad, though. I don't know why he's falling. Shador's going to fall as well. There's only a few more picks left. Commanders are pick number 29. Buffalo is up next, KC, and then Philly, and none of them need a quarterback. I don't see any more big picks, big news there. Stephen A. What's Stephen A. Smith tweeting out here? I don't think he's tweeting anything about the NFL draft. He's tweeting about the Knicks being back tonight. But the Knicks did win. They are up 2-1 in the series. Still 3-0 here. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any new news. Take a quick break. Be right back. All right, we are back here to the draft coverage. The Commanders are up. Now, notable additions, they added Deebo Samuel, they added Laramie Tunsil, they added Javon Kinlaw, and they added Will Harris. Samuel and Tunsil were added via trade. But the Commanders definitely need edge rushing, they need safety, they need cornerback, they need receiving, and they need running back help as well. And now running back help, that could be fixed by adding Travion Henderson or Caleb Johnson. Meanwhile, if they need safety or cornerback help, they, of course, have Will Johnson, who's still available here. And then they've got receiver, who you have Jaden Higgins and Luther Burden still available. And then for corner, it's running back. Yeah, I already said running back, but here we go.
With the 29th pick in the 2025 NFL, the Washington Commanders select Josh Carnley.
So Josh Carnley would go to the Washington Commanders, and that's a good pick for them. That's an offensive tackle. They need offensive line help right now to help Jaden Daniels. Good selection there overall. Great selection. Great selection. All right, so Josh currently goes at 29. Now Buffalo's on the board, and this one might actually be a good selection here. Buffalo, they need cornerback help, wide receiver help, defensive tackle help, edge, and safety help. To be honest, I could see them drafting Will Johnson here. I could definitely see him drafting Will Johnson. Oh, yeah, baby.
He's got nice feet, heavy hands, knocked you off the ball, got beat a couple times on the inside, up and under, big moves inside. Look, if you what are you going to do? You're going to make sure Jaden Daniels is straight, make sure that he got the people who can knock guys off the ball. That's a nice pick for them.
And you got Larry Tunsil, Trey Freeman, the left tackle, Sam Cox, the right guard, Brandon Coleman, the right tackle. You got to play the right tackle, go inside a guard. And so now Jaden Daniels, who had a sensational rookie year. You got Deebo Samuel, you got the offensive line, you got Sudu. I mean, you start to see what they're trying to build and walking around the quarterback.
All right, so Josh Connolly is off the board. Now the Bills have about 5 minutes remaining left on their selection clock. If they want to go receiver, you have Burden, Higgins, and Harris still available, as well as Noel and Beck, but they'll probably go tomorrow or Saturday, early Saturday. Then you have nobody left on tight end that can go tonight. They don't even need tight end anyway. They've got solid tight ends. Running back wise, they don't need running back unless James Cook has made it clear that he's not returning. Quarterback wise, they have Josh Allen. They do need some defensive tackle help. You have Darius Alexander, Shamar Turner, and Omar Norman Lott there. And then safety wise, you can go Nick Amanari. You also have Kevin Winston and Xavier Watts. For edge wise, you got Mike Green there and Devin Ezekoroku and Jordan Birch. That could be a good selection as well. All right, so now for the Bills, 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining left on their selection clock. Oh, the pick is in. The pick was in right as I was saying that. And So the Bills.
He has that same kind of mentality, that same kind of toughness and technical ball skills, all of it. So that's a good player on the board. If you talk about fit, though, all those guys, I get it, but from a fit standpoint, if the medical checks out, Will Johnson.
So the Bills pick is in here. See who they drafted. Not up yet.
Well, I would say Trace only because down at Ole Miss, I mean, they played a cover 4 type scheme. There was mixed scheme. Yeah, basically, they played down. And so, yeah, I mean, they both make sense. They both make sense.
A team that was mentioned has been so good and has come up just short in some painful fashion multiple times in the last few years.
All right, so we're waiting on the Bills selection.
Reset their salary cap. Still found themselves with an opportunity in the AFC Championship game against Mahomes and Kansas City and just couldn't quite get it done at the finish. So let's see which direction they go. Everyone here is expecting defense to help Josh Allen and that Bills offense take a step towards San Francisco or San Francisco.
All right. Maybe the selection is about to be happening. Here is Roger Goodell. He's with somebody, so I feel like it might take a little bit longer than usual. All right, Bill selection.
The NFL is stepping up to have an even greater impact as a wishmaker for Make-A-Wish. For the second time tonight, we have the opportunity to grant a wish for a deserving young man to announce the first pick for his favorite team. Tommy. Tommy is a 16-year-old living with a neuromuscular disorder. He's a huge Buffalo Bills fan, and he's here with me to make the announcement for his beloved Bills. Go ahead, Tommy.
Let's go Buffalo! With the 30th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select.
And they select Maxwell Hairston out of Kentucky.
He's here. He's a huge personality. 2-year starter, 6 interceptions. 3 of them came back for touchdowns. But he was healthy. In 2023, he was outstanding. 5 interceptions. Led the SEC, got a school record with 2 interception returns for touchdown in 1 game against Vanderbilt. Then this year he started 7 games, but he missed 5 games with a shoulder injury and 4 pass breakups. He had the 1 interception. This is a kid that's talking about speed and recovery ability. Number 8 Wiggins last year won the Baltimore Ravens and returns to 15. His 40 times was outstanding. Lazy recovery speed, goes well at the catch point, like his ability to straighten drive, the frame. He's a little better eye discipline as well. But that frame holding up, being able to support the run and be able to hold up physically in the NFL. But the recovery ability, the coverage skills of Maxwell Hairston, when he was healthy 2 years ago,
And there has been a trade. Trade alert, fellas. Trade alert. Trade alert. Trade alert. So, the official trade is the Eagles are trading pick number 32 and pick number 164 to the Philadelphia Eagles for pick number 31. So the Chiefs and Eagles flip picks, and number 164 goes to the Chiefs. Okay. So the Eagles have pick number 31, and the Chiefs have pick number 32. So that's still going on here. Okay, so we are about ready. Eagles have about 5 minutes remaining left on their selection. I'm going to edit this. So the Eagles are on the clock. Eagles are on the clock. Lions, who they select? They selected Tyleik Williams. And then they Connerly's an offensive tackle. And then number 30, you had. All right, it is official. The Giants have announced that Russell Wilson is going to be the team's starting quarterback coming into 2025. So it will probably be Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Jackson Dart. And then you have Tommy DeVito on the practice squad, I guess. I don't know. Tommy DeVito, I don't know why he's on the team anymore. And, of course, it shut me out of the draft. Are you fucking kidding me? Here we are. We're back on. So, 2 more picks left. Tonight, you got the Chiefs and the Eagles. Pick is in for Philadelphia. So the pick is in for Philadelphia. Who are we going to get here? Best remaining, the best fit for Philly is Mike Green. Best available is Will Johnson. Of course, if you go edge, you got Mike Green and Donovan on there. And then if you go tight end, which you don't want to go tight end tonight. But if you want to go receiver, you have Jaden Higgins, Trey Harris, and DeLuther Burton. And if you want to go offensive guard, you have Joa Sevelinia and then Tate Ratledge. If you want to go DT, you've got Darius Alexander and Shamar Turner as well. All right, so the Eagles pick is in. They're about to select here in just a minute. And I'll take a quick break. We're back. 2 more picks left in the draft. And, of course, if you remember right, the Eagles and the Chiefs have traded. The Eagles traded number 32 and number 164 to the Chiefs for number 31. And the Eagles pick is in. Oh, shoot. And here we go.
With the 31st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jihad Campbell, linebacker.
So it's going to go Jihad Campbell. Jihad Campbell is going to go to the Eagles at number 31, and that will bring up the Kansas City Chiefs. So Campbell goes, and as I said before, there are about 50 players that could be round one potential here in this draft, and there's only 32 picks, so you have 18 that are gonna fall. And of course, Will Johnson has fallen, and he's one of the best players in this draft, and he's fallen because reportedly there's a knee issue with him. And honestly, I feel like that's probably overblown. I feel like it's not that big of a deal, and yet he's falling, and the Chiefs could draft him here. They have 7 minutes. The pick is in. Imagine it is Luther Burden III here. Imagine they need edge. They need defensive tackle. They need corner. They need running back. They need offensive tackle. And if they want to go edge rusher, I think they're probably going to go for Mike Green. Or they might actually go for Donovan. They'll probably go for Donovan there. If they want to go DT, they're probably going to go about, I would say, Shamar Turner. If they want to go corner, they're going to go, I say, Will Johnson probably. Siobhan Revel, if it's not. And if they want to go offensive tackle, they're for sure going to go Josh Simmons or Arante Ursi. But anyways, the Chiefs are going to go with a good player here. Remember, the pick is in. So the pick is in. So the Chiefs are up with the selection. The Chiefs pick is in. So we are waiting for the last pick of the night. The pick is in. The Eagles trade up for Jihad Campbell, and that will bring up the Kansas City Chiefs. Selection will be here in just a few moments. So remember, the Chiefs pick is in. I don't think there's any more news tonight out of the NFL. Campbell is being interviewed on stage. I think there's several people who have not been picked yet who are, as you can see here, here's the list of lockout music. You've got who has not been drafted yet. I don't think anyone really has been. Johnson's still there. Johnson, Milrow, and I think that's it. There's only 2 players left there that have not been selected yet. So Will Johnson is still available, and you have Will Johnson and Milrow still available. I don't think they're going to be drafted tonight. Tomorrow night we got rounds 2 and 3. I'll be live streaming that as well. Stay tuned for that. And then rounds 4 through 7 will be live streamed on here. On Saturday, I'll be live every pick. I'm live for you. So, the Giants What a night for the New York Giants. We draft Abdul Carter, number 3, trade up at number 25, and select quarterback Jackson Dart. One of the best picks we could have made there. I don't think Shedeur Sanders is that great. So there we go. What a selection. And the Chiefs draft room. Pick is in. They're just waiting for the selection to be called. They have ESPN on in their room, which is better than Draft, the NFL Network, in my opinion. All right. Last pick of the night. Kansas City trades down to 32 from 31 with Philly. And it looks like they're going to draft a offensive lineman. So we'll see about that. I will not let you know who it is until they announce it. But it is a good one. It is a good selection. It is going to be a good selection here for Kansas City. Just letting you guys know that. And Josh Simmons goes to Kansas City from Ohio State University. This is going to be a great pick for them. They needed offensive line help desperately, and they got it right there, offensive tackle in Josh Simmons. And this will help them make another Super Bowl run next year. So, last pick of the night goes to Josh Simmons out of Ohio State. And we'll have to wait for pick number 33 till tomorrow. I want to take a look at the picks here, though. Round number 2. Tomorrow I got Browns, Houston, Tennessee. You got Cleveland. So you got Cleveland tomorrow making picks number 34 and 36 of the night. And then you got the Raiders right after that, Patriots, Bears, Saints. You got Bears picking number 39 and 41. So you got a good round there. Round number 3 is going to be the comp round. So you have some of those. It'll go a little bit longer. And then round 4 will go a little longer as well. So rounds 4 through 7 will go by pretty fast, but it would take about 7 hours to get through it. But anyway, Josh Simmons goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll start off tomorrow by taking a look at the Cleveland Browns at pick number 33 before we go to Houston for pick number 34. All right, so what a night for round number 1 of the NFL Draft. Let's take a look at the quick recap here for round number 1. Cam Ward was the number 1 overall pick. Then you got Travis Hunter for the Jaguars, traded up with Cleveland to draft Hunter. Abdul Carter went number 3. Will Campbell went number 4. And then Mason Graham went number 5 to Cleveland. He's a defensive tackle from Michigan. You got Ashton Jeanty going number 6. Membu going 7. McMillan going number 8 to Carolina. That was a shocker there. Kevin Banks was also a shocker at number 9 to New Orleans. Colston Loveland was the biggest shocker of the night, in my opinion, to Chicago. Then Michael Williams was also a shocker to San Francisco. Tyler Booker was good to Dallas. Kenneth Grant was decent to Miami. Tyler Warren to Indianapolis. Jalen Walker to Georgia. Walter Nolan to Arizona. Shamar Stewart to Cincinnati. Ray Zabel, the offensive guard out of North Dakota State, to Seattle. Emeka Egbuka to Tampa. Shade Barron to Denver. Derek Harmon to Pittsburgh. Amarion Hampton to Los Angeles. Matthew Golden to Green Bay. Donovan Jackson to the Vikings. Now the next trade of the draft was the Giants. They traded with the Houston Texans, traded up into the first round, drafted Jackson Dart, and then James Pierce Jr. traded up as well. With the Rams, they picked James Pierce Jr. Malachi Starks went number 27 to Baltimore. Tyler Williams went number 28. That was a big shocker there. And then Josh Connerly went number 29. Maxwell Hairston went 30. Campbell went 31. And then Josh Simmons went number 32. All right, that will be the live stream tonight. 3 hours and 56 minutes. What a live stream. I will be back tomorrow night for rounds 2 and 3. Please like and subscribe, and peace.
We're super excited.